some people really more mentally tough?
I would say some people are born with a little bit more of that fearlessness, probably, but the mentally tough part, no. I think there are some people that have some skills naturally of just naturally being more confident, or maybe they've been told kind of how to build that confidence. But I don't think some people are just naturally more mentally tough than other people. It just kind of comes in waves, and there's always ways that you can build up that mental toughness. So even if you feel like you mentally are someone that doesn't have a lot of mental strength, a lot of mental toughness, there are skills, there are ways you can build that mental toughness. Just like physical toughness, you can get stronger, you can put in more reps of something, build up that physical toughness. You can build up your mental toughness the exact same way by practicing it, giving yourself those skills, figuring out how to become mentally tough in those tougher situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a lot of it's just natural, right? Like little kids, they will try anything. Like
Yes.
if they have no experience of injury or no experience of, oh, this thing is bad for me. Coach Mo gave an awesome example the other day about if you've never seen a bear before and a bear appears in front of you, it's like, oh, look how soft and cuddly. Let me go love on it. But then the
Yep.
bear starts to like growl and like buck up. It's like, oh, I'm not going near that thing again, right? You learn and experience. So some people, everyone's experiences are so different, right?
And
And
some
when
people
you're, yeah,
experience things at such a young age. So they
yes,
kind of build that mental toughness quicker
hmm,
because they got exposed to it a little bit sooner. So,
yeah,
like, maybe they got an injury when they were really young and they're like, okay, I know this can happen. So I need to figure out how to get over it and not let myself be scared of that again.
yeah,
And some people kind of go through cheer and never get hurt, never fall. And they just are kind of like, they get to that point where something happens and they're like, oh man, I don't know how to deal with this. I've never had to deal with this before. And so you're
yeah.
right, experience is everything, and everyone does experience things at different times in different
Yeah.
ways. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So experiences matter, even developmentally, like we were saying before. And we get this question too. It's like, because I mean, I was a coach, you were a coach, you're a judge still, right? So when you get into those situations where you experience, like you see little kids moving, yes, there are some that are more just natural. They pick up things a little bit quicker than others, and it doesn't mean that they're better or anything like that. But everyone is a little bit different. But there is a point in sports, especially the way that the sports culture in cheer and gymnastics pushes perfectionism, that there is a point that athletes reach where if you don't have the tools and skills to strengthen your mental toughness, like if you don't know what confidence is and actually how to build it, because those are skills or trust or focus or all those things, it doesn't matter, right? No, like all the natural stuff that has carried you through to this point, it's going to fall off and you're going to struggle for the first time, maybe ever in your career. That's why a lot of the athletes we see are in that 10 to 13 year age range, or 9 to 13, is because that's the first time a lot of these more naturally gifted or mentally tough athletes, whether it's experience, born with whatever, right? But it starts to become a challenge because you actually need those skills, those mental toughness skills to be able
yeah.
to continue and keep doing what's been working for you. So
And I was one of those kids. I didn't experience a mental block until
yeah,
I think I was around 16.
yep,
And at that point, I didn't even really, I don't think I even understood I had a mental block or that something was going on where I was scared to throw skills because I had gotten the skills I needed for college. So
yep,
I was told, like, we didn't have a world's team at my gym. So it was kind of just like, oh, you don't have to get these new skills. And I felt safe. I was like, okay, these are the skills that I need. I don't need to get any more. I'm okay. I don't have to grow. I don't have to work harder to kind of progress myself. And so when I did start to learn those new skills, because by the time I was 16, my coaches were like, okay, well, you're getting a little complacent. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try a new skill. And it was a standing full. And every time I went to go throw it, I got terrified because it was the first time I'd ever really fallen on a skill consistently over and over and over. Because I got a lot of my tumbling skills when I was so young
hmm,
that I don't really remember learning them. And so they were like, well, you don't really need it to be in a cheerleader in college, especially if you do UCA, which is less tumbling than
right,
NCA. And so I was like, perfect. I'm not doing it anymore.
yeah,
So I just kind of got into that avoidance where I was like, okay, I don't have to throw this anymore. And now that I look back on it, knowing what I know now, I'm like, wow, I really I was terrified. I was so scared to throw it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't register it at the time, but now I'm like, that's exactly what that was. And
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that fear of failure. You said complacency, right? Like that's misconstrued so often as, and not that you were this way, but like the laziness or not wanting to get
Right.
something. But truly, what it is some athletes do have such a fear or this idea that if they're going to do something, they have to do it a certain way or it has to be correct, or there's only a certain number of falls that are
Yep.
acceptable
Acceptable.
before, oh, this is just not for me, right? They
Yep.
decide that. And that's not actually what it's like. You're so afraid to mess up and fail and not be perfect that you're holding yourself back. But if you
Yep.
just adjust your mentality and your mindset, you can go for skills again. And growth and like going for skills is fun. It can be fun. It's supposed to be fun, right? That's why you enjoyed cheer and gymnastics when you started, or a sport, because it's fun because there's no expectation. But then the
Right.
longer you're in it, it's like now there are things that are
Expectation grows.
acceptable. Yep.
Yep.
It's crazy. So now I love that. Thank you.